and we skip to the good part.
You've arrived at your destination.
First, the basic information of Brunei. Brunei is a small equatorial country on the northern coast of the Borneo Island in the Southeast Asia. The South China Sea lies to the north and it is bordered to all sides by the Malaysian state of Sarawak, which divided into Bandar Seri Begawan is the capital of Brunei, a tiny nation on the islands of Borneo. For the official name of Brunei is Negara Brunei Darussalam. In Malay, Negara Brunei means the state of Brunei, and Darussalam means a dove of peace. The current population of Brunei is 484,991 in 2023. The total area of Brunei is 5,765 square kilometers. Land has 5,265 square kilometers, and water has 500 square kilometers. The official language of Brunei is Malay, Bahasa Melayu, but English is more widely used in country, and some use Chinese dialects. For the political system of Brunei. Brunei is one of few remaining absolute monarchies in the world, and the only one in Asia, an absolute monarch. The Sultan of Brunei is thus the head of state and the head of government. He is the king, prime minister, minister of defense, minister of finance, and minister of foreign affairs and trade. Chief of state is Sultan and Prime Minister Sir Hassanal Bolkiah since October 5, 1967. For the government type is monarchy and sultanate, which currently political party and leaders ruling by National Development Party or NDP called Yassin Afendi. For the military and defense of Brunei. The Royal Brunei Armed Force has Land Force, Navy, Air Force, and Joint Force in 2022. The Gurkha Reverse Unit, called GOU, under the Ministry of Defense, is a special guard force for the Sultan, the royal family, and the country oil installations. Approximately 6,000 total active troops, 4,000 Army, 1,000 Navy, and 1,000 Air Force in 2022. The Brunei military expenditure is projected to trend around 444 million USD in 2023. Brunei has a close relations with Singapore, sharing an interchangeable currency regimes as well as close military relations.
Moving on to the next point is about the overview of the economy in Brunei. A small nation on the island of Borneo, Brunei is an oil rig situated within the middle of geographic regions. With a tiny low population of 500,000 people, Brunei is extremely addicted to its well-developed oil and gas industry and aims at the diversification of its economy. Brunei Darussalam is ranked 9th among the 39 countries within the Asia-Pacific regions, and its overall score is above the regional and world average, and also known as the richest little country you have never heard of. Brunei had a population of Malay, Muslim, and a Chinese ethnic, which was doing much of the work within a British shell. A one-track economy with major overseas investment. Basically, Brunei key sectors of the economy are oil and gas, accounting for 70% of its domestic product and 99% of its export. Oil and gas production, which provide 90% of presidential revenue and 90% of export, while generating few jobs, account for quite half GDP. On the other hand, the country's principal trading partners are in Asia and include Japan, Singapore, Malaysia, China, Asian countries, and India. Meanwhile, Brunei also trade with the US, Australia, New Zealand, and a member of European Unions to varying degree. Next is about the cultural, religious, and social practice. Brunei has the populations of 437,479 based on World Mirror elaborations of the latest United Nations data. As of 2021, the populations of Brunei is projected at 0.44 million, up by 0.93% compared with 0.44 million in 2020. Brunei is ranked 175 in terms of populations and 116 in terms of population growth rate, and has a multiracial society comprising of 67% Malay and 15% Chinese. Besides, due to the 2011 census, 78.8% of the population is Muslim, 8.7% are Christians, and the 7.8% are Buddhists. Talking about the culture of Brunei is strongly influenced by the Malay culture and the Islam by blending the costume and the belief. Brunei Darussalam is also reported as having 43.7% of its population in poverty. This places the country in the rank 11th of the 78 countries which have people living in poverty. Nonetheless, there are people of the age 15 and above who can both read and write with understanding a short simple statement about their everyday life in terms of literacy rate. The next point is about the geographical feature. Brunei Darussalam has a total land areas of 5,270 square kilometers with over 161 kilometers of the coastlines along the South China Sea. The western part of Brunei Darussalam consists of Brunei Mura, Tutong, Bilad district, while the eastern part is the Temburong district. The country has a total of 500 kilometers square in terms of water area, which reported that 100% of the population has access to clean and safe drinking water, while 93% of the population has access to sanitation, and that wastewater treatment service is provided at no cost to the public. Furthermore, Brunei Darussalam is bordered with Malaysia and South China Sea and consists of two non-contiguous parts divided by 8 portions of the Malaysian states of the Sarawak. Also, there are seasonal smoke resulting from the forest fire in Indonesia, which caused the major environmental concern in the country, including air pollution and heat, which frequently occur between May and October when the southwesterly monsoon wind prevails.
Next, we're going to talk about today's news. Cambodia and Brunei eye possible expansion of trade relationship. Cambodia and Brunei have agreed to explore the possibility of forging an agreement wherein Cambodia exports agricultural products to Brunei, while Brunei supply high-quality fertilizer to Cambodian farmers at an affordable price. The outline of the plan was discussed at a meeting between Minister Agriculture, Forestry and Fisheries, Latina and Brunei Ambassador to Cambodia, Pengjiran Kashmirahan Pengjiran Tahar on December 29. Tina posted to social media that Cambodia and Brunei have a really good relationship in trade and agriculture sector, with Cambodia mainly exporting rice to Brunei, and nothing that the leader of both nations have a political will and desire to expand the relationship further. In the meeting, we agreed to look at the possibility of exporting other kinds of Cambodian products such as chew nuts, peppers, and mangoes to Brunei, while we would import high-quality fertilizer at a reasonable price to supply our farmers. Tina posted on social media on December 30. He continued that it is an example of a win-win cooperation in trade, as it is not just a certain diplomatic relation bilaterally, but also to benefit the people of both countries in agriculture and business sector through the practical measures.
I believe in destiny.